What's going on, guys? CardMechanic here, and today I'm going to be teaching you 2 easy false cuts. Let's get into it. Now, breaking down this first false cut, we're going to need to learn how to perform the swivel cut. And the way that's done is we first grip the deck in our right hand, or whatever hand you prefer. We have pinky, ring, and middle finger gripped right here, and thumb gripped in the back. And now what the pointer finger is going to do, it's going to split about 1/3 to 1/2 the deck and clear this middle finger, the corner from this middle finger, just like this. And now once this is done, we're going to come over with our other hand, in my case the left hand. We're going to take our pointer finger and put it next to our thumb while contacting this top packet. And all we're going to do is we're pretty much going to rotate it about this finger. So once again, we break this off, perform the swivel cut, and drop it in this hand. Alright, that's all we're doing. And now for the next part, all we're going to do is we're going to take the deck that's in our right hand, we're going to put that down, and we're going to put down the packet we just swivel cut, just like that. And then that'll give us the original top card and keep the deck in the original order. Now, one thing that's very important here is once you perform the swivel cut like this, you want to make sure you're taking this packet, bringing it over the packet you just swivel cut, right? So you do the swivel cut, you have to bring it over like this, and then take this packet and put it on top. And the reason why this is so important is because if you just do a swivel cut and you just did that, then it would kind of seem obvious that you're just pretty much putting the same below packet on the bottom. So you want to do a swivel cut and then bring this packet over and then place it down, then take the other packet from the other hand and place that down. Now, if you don't want to do the swivel cut because it may seem a little fancy, you can just do a basic swing cut, so pretty much the same execution, then just take it into the other hand. But you still have to bring this packet over, put it down, and then put this down. Because the key is pretty much in bringing the bottom packet, showing it going above the top packet, putting it down, and then putting it down, which makes it seem like a completely fair cut. And that is the first false cut. Now, to break down the second false cut, we're going to start off with the 4 of diamonds on top of the deck. And what we're going to do is slide out the bottom half of the deck. Okay, so pretty much kind of like when you're doing a Hindu shuffle, you're shuffling like this. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to slide out about half the deck. And the way we do that is we take our middle finger and thumb, put it, on the bottom half of the deck, and grab it and slide that out. Okay, so now once you grab and slide it out, you're pretty much going to make a plus sign over here as we tap these cards together. Now, there are 2 reasons why we're doing this. One is just to show the spectator that we're squaring up the cards, and 2 is pretty much causing a time delay. And the reason why the time delay is so important is because the spectator then really won't be paying attention much to how you're cutting the cards. They're just going to be more focused on what's going to happen during the trick. So it's very important that you do that. And then pretty much like the first cut I did, all we're going to do is we're going to bring this packet over, right, the original bottom packet, and we're pretty much going to cross that over the original top packet. So we just square it up like this, cross it over, put it down, take this packet and put it down. And once again, the reason why this is so important is because we want the spectator to think, as you bring it over, is they feel like you're bringing the top packet over to put it on the bottom, and then putting the bottom packet on top of the top packet. And that is the second false cut. Now, there's so many tricks and situations where false cuts are super helpful and in some cases absolutely necessary. So I hope I showed you some false cuts that you can incorporate in your tricks. And that pretty much wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out my social media links down in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome to the end screen. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe because subscribing is good. Thanks for watching.